everybody, your boy Tony from Cali once again, HPTV. Beautiful day today. Today is, once again, July the 4th, 2016. Some people call it Independence Day. Some people call it 4th of July. Some people call it whatever. I call it another day that God has given us to be alive. And speaking about that, there's been a lot of fatalities, deaths, tragedies happening in the last couple days, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. Starting off, I guess we would talk about so many different things happening. Let's see where to start here. I think yesterday we were talking about Baghdad a little bit. I gave you a little details on Baghdad, which was a tragic thing that happened. I think it was like 167 people in a terrorist attack. Another terrorist attack. We had 3 terrorist attacks in less than a month. We had the Baghdad, which was yesterday. We had before that, it was I'll tell you, we had Istanbul, Turkey. That was a couple days ago, and then today, and then like I said, yesterday was Baghdad. I got so much breaking news here. This is all breaking news, by the way. As an independent journalist, I try to get as much information as possible. So I'm usually up throughout the night getting all this information so that I can break the news to you guys and let you know what's going on. Okay. Sorry about that. Bear with everything. I got so many different notes here. Like I said, three terrorist attacks in less than a week. Yeah, I said less than a month, but yeah, less than a week. 3 terrorist attacks in less than a week. We had Istanbul, we had Bangladesh, and then we had Baghdad. Okay, 3 terrorist attacks. Okay, and each one of those was pretty crazy. I remember Bangladesh. I did that one a couple days ago. I think it was 20 people passed away on that one, and I got some more details this morning also. But in Istanbul, we had a lot of people pass away too. So yeah, and you probably say, well, why am I giving you all this bad news? Well, I'm giving you the bad news because I want you to be thankful. And I tell a lot of people, you know, I get up in the morning and I find out how many people have passed away and car accidents, all kinds of different tragic things that happen. And I tell people this because I want them to be more positive on the outlook of what's happening on this earth. You know, we are in our last days, so there's going to be a lot of. We had a suicide bomber today. We're going to talk about that. There's another suicide bomber today. And unfortunately, well, he blew up himself instead of blowing up a whole lot of other people. And he blew himself up, and it was out in Saudi Arabia, near the U.S. consulate. And he blew himself up. Like I said, he didn't hurt anybody else, so that was kind of good, I guess. But wow. So a lot of things happening today. We got some positive things happening too. I want to tell you about this too. My buddy Ken Lesko, his daughter is going to be in the hot dog eating contest today on ESPN. And this is the national, I think, Nathan's hot dog contest on Coney Island, New York. It's gonna be really cool. His daughter's name is Michelle Leopard Lesko. That's her nickname right there, Michelle Leopard Lesko. So she will be in the hot dog eating contest. This is about 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, I believe, our time. So check that out if you can. That's on ESPN, and I think it's on ESPN 1 or 2. So, you know, we're going to be talking about a lot of positive things, like I said, and we're going to also be talking about a lot of things that are, I'm not going to say negative, just things that are happening. You know, try to keep it real. This is what this TV is about. It's about helping people. TV. A lot of people don't see the news. A lot of people don't have access to the news. So since I do have access to the news, actually my internet's off right now. And that's a long story. Kind of borrowing the internet right now from my neighbor. So my internet's off right now. So luckily I was up through the night to be able to get all this information. It's just, yeah, it's 8:03 right now. It's 8:03, so I wanted to get all this information as possible to you. You probably won't get it till about 12 noon because I got to edit everything. But it's 8:03 right now as we speak. Okay, so there was a man killed in the Reno festival. He was killed by cops. He was trying to drive through the crowd in the Reno festival. They had some kind of festival out there, and this happened yesterday. And cops had to kill him. Otherwise, he would have probably killed more people. He was trying to drive through the crowd and kill people. You know, who knows? He might have been a terrorist or something too. And then I see a man killed his 3-year-old kid. Wow, that was pretty tragic. I don't have all the details on that yet, but They're still doing an investigation on that, but they said that the kid had some trauma to the chest and was his daughter, 3-year-old daughter. That's sad. And you heard about Hillary, of course. Hillary's she's been interviewed by the FBI. She had a 3.5-hour interview, I believe, yesterday, and they called it the grillery because they had to grill her. You know, they had to figure out what's going on. So a lot of people want to know what's happening with Hillary. Well, the FBI is investigating her emails and stuff like that, all those emails. And I thought that was all over, but yeah, that shows you how much I follow politics, right? Okay. So that was the grillery yesterday, 3.5 hours of that. There was shooting at a party in North Las Vegas last night. You know, a couple people got shot. No one got killed, but you know, I got sent to the hospital, to UMC and stuff like that. So that was a shooting early this morning, I think, out here in North Las Vegas. Explosion in the Central Park area. We had an explosion in Central Park yesterday. Guy severed his foot. His foot got severed. It was a teenager, and they said that they don't know. It has no links right now with terrorists. It's just something went off and exploded. Still doing an investigation on that. Still got breaking news coming in, so we don't have any more information on that. 180 people died. I believe it was yesterday in China in the floods. There's flooding out there. There's flooding. We've got a lot of terrible weather everywhere happening right now. 180 people died yesterday in China. Wow. And then, of course, like I said, Bangladesh. Hard to say that for me. Bangladesh. We had 20 people got killed. I told you about that the other day. 13 got rescued. 13 of the hostages got rescued. 6 of the gunmen got killed. And then 1 got captured. That's some new information right there. Okay. And, oh, this is really good. So I guess in Oklahoma, police took down a person. They mistaken a person as ISIS because they was wearing some kind of mask or something, and they mistaken them as ISIS, and they took them down, and they had to apologize. They thought they was terrorists. So, you know, that was kind of racial profiling, I guess you want to call that. And all kinds of different things. Oh, right now, just talking about the terror alert that we're on right now, we got 5,000 officers out there right now. It looks like in New York that are just out there on the terrorist alert. 5,000 officers, that's a lot. And a lot of things is happening. And like I said, the numbers, I got different numbers here. 142 people killed and 185 people injured on that terrorist attack from yesterday to Baghdad. 142 people killed, it says, and 185 injured. Those numbers are changing all the time. They told me 167 yesterday. Like I said, I got that information from World News. A lot of different stories coming in. We're also going to talk about this too. This is old news, but it still needs to be talked about. This was a couple weeks ago when we had the electronic Daisy Carnival. They call it the EDC, big carnival out here with like 400,000 people. I was on the strip at that time actually interviewing some people, but there was a woman who died, and I want to talk about that. One woman died this year. I know there was a guy who died last year, and that's when they have this huge carnival with all the lights, and it goes on for days and days and days, and I think it ends at like 6 in the morning. I've never went to it. It costs about $400 to go to, and people were out there, and then they confiscated a lot of drugs and stuff too. I think it was ecstasy or something, but it's one of the big things. A lot of the young kids go to it, probably some older people too, my age. But one woman died. She was 20 years old, and she was from San Diego. So I wanted to, you know, my condolences go out to her and her family. And, you know, anybody that's you know, that's actually going to these events, you know, you got to drink water. You know, I guess she wasn't drinking water. Like I said, I don't even drink water. And how should I be preaching on drinking water, right? I would probably had a bunch of Kool-Aid, but still, Kool-Aid or soda. And I'm not laughing about her, but I'm just, like I said, my condolences go out to her. But yeah, she did pass away. She was 20 years old. She died of a heat stroke out there. From lack of water, and that was at the EDC Carnival. I forgot to talk about that. So much news is coming in. Like I said, now I tell you about all these different fatalities because we have to be thankful. Once again, I'm thankful. Thank you, Lord, for another day. Thank you, Lord, for being here on July 4th, 2016. I don't celebrate all the different events that transpire. You know, that's not part of me, but for the people out there, you know, I know you're out there doing things and barbecuing and having fun. Just be careful out there, you know, as you're celebrating these events or whatever. To me, it's just gonna be a casual day. I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I think I'm gonna actually get on the broadcaster. I was planning on possibly going down to the strip today and doing some interviews, I don't have that fear. Like a lot of people say, oh, well, the terrorists might be on the strip, whatever. You know, I'm just gonna go and enjoy myself if that's the thing that I want to do. I'm thinking about over here in Boulder Highway, there is what they call it, the Las Vegas sign. There's a Las Vegas sign over here on the Boulder Highway that looks like the Las Vegas sign on the strip. And it's not getting any type of publicity. It's not getting any type of, it looks like this grub and grass and stuff is growing around it, and they've got it kind of barricaded, you know, with these cement pillars. So what I want to do is I want to go over there today and get some footage of that and maybe do a story on that as well. So I'm an independent journalist. This is what I do. I don't have anybody telling me where to go, what to talk about. And we talked about, like, once again, I talked about Mike Adams yesterday. I told you about him. He was talking about the water being possibly poisoned and that type of thing, and you know, contaminated, and you know, there's so much information out there that people they do not have. My goal is to connect people and to let them know about the resources. Sometimes I may not have all the information myself. That's why this is broadcast news. I'll give you bits and pieces so that you can, you know, be a little investigative yourself and go out there and kind of, you know, look at something if you're interested in some of the stories that I'm talking about. So once again, it's 8:10 right now. I'm not gonna take up too much of your time. We're gonna sign off. This is HPTV bringing you news on the 4th of July, the 4th of Independence Day, whatever you want to call it. Once again, and I just want to say God bless everybody out there. Basically, have a great day today. Be very careful and cautious, and be thankful for be thankful for being alive, and be thankful for what you have. Once again, your boy Tony from Cali, and for the people that don't know me, computer animation 3D holographic digital video broadcast special effects engineer / senior audio visual engineering telecommunications specialist / broadcaster of my reality show, Tony from Cali Reality. HPTV, helping people TV. That's what this is all about, and we out. Like a genie.